Hello everyone. Welcome to KGB English Hub, where we learn English through stories, motivation, and fun. Today, I have a special story for you. It's about a little seed with a big dream. This story will not only inspire you, but also help you learn new English words and phrases. So let's begin. Once upon a time, in a beautiful garden, there was a little seed. This seed was very small, but it had a big dream. It wanted to grow into a tall, strong tree and touch the sky. But the other seeds laughed at it. They said, "You're too small. You'll never grow tall." The little seed felt sad, but it didn't give up. It said to itself, "I will try. I will grow." Every day the little seed worked hard. It drank water from the rain and soaked up the warm sunlight. It pushed its roots deep into the soil and stretched its tiny leaves toward the sky. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Slowly, the little seed grew into a small plant. It was still small, but it was stronger than before. One day, a big storm came. The wind was strong and the rain was heavy. The little plant was scared, but it held on tightly to the soil. It said, "I will not give up. I will grow." After the storm, the sun came out again. The little plant was still standing. It had survived the storm, and now it was even taller and stronger. Years passed, and the little plant grew into a big, beautiful tree. Its branches reached high into the sky, and its leaves danced in the wind. The other seeds looked at it and said, "You did it! You grew into a tall, strong tree." The tree smiled and said, "I never gave up. I believed in myself, and I worked hard every day." So what can we learn from this story? 1. Never give up. No matter how small you are, you can achieve big things if you keep trying. 2. Work hard. Success comes from daily effort and perseverance. 3. Believe in yourself. Even when others doubt you, trust in your abilities. Now let's learn some new words from the story. Seed. A small part of a plant that can grow into a new plant. Dream, a wish or goal for the future. Storm, bad weather with strong wind and rain. Roots, the part of a plant that grows underground and takes in water. Perseverance, continuing to try even when it's difficult. That was the story of the little seed who never gave up. Now I have another inspiring story for you. This one is about a brave little fish who wanted to explore the big ocean. Let's dive in. Once upon a time, in a small pond, there lived a little fish. This fish was curious and adventurous. It always dreamed of exploring the big ocean. But the other fish in the pond said, "The ocean is too big for you. You'll get lost." The little fish felt unsure, but it didn't let fear stop it. It said, "I will try. I will explore." One day the little fish decided to swim out of the pond and into the river that led to the ocean. The river was fast and scary, but the little fish kept swimming. It said, "I will not give up. I will reach the ocean." As it swam, the little fish faced many challenges. Big waves tried to push it back, and strong currents made it tired. But the little fish remembered its dream and kept going. Finally, after a long journey, the little fish reached the big ocean. The ocean was vast and beautiful, with colorful coral reefs and friendly sea creatures. The little fish was amazed. It swam happily, exploring new places and making new friends. The other fish in the ocean said, "You're so brave. How did you get here?" The little fish smiled and said, "I believed in myself, and I never gave up. No matter how big the challenge, I kept swimming toward my dream." What can we learn from this story? 1. Be brave. Don't let fear stop you from chasing your dreams. 2. Face challenges. Every challenge makes you stronger. Explore new things. Life is full of amazing opportunities if you're willing to try. Now let's learn some new words from the story. Pond, a small body of water. Ocean, a very large body of salt water. Curious, wanting to learn or know more. Current, the flow of water in a river or ocean. Coral reef, a colorful underwater structure made by tiny sea animals. Now that you've heard about the little seed and the brave little fish, I have one more inspiring story for you. This one is about a determined little ant who never stopped working hard. Let's get started. Once upon a time, in a big forest, there was a little ant. This ant was very hard-working. Every day it carried food and leaves to its home on top of a hill. But the hill was very steep, and the path was full of rocks and thorns. The other ants said, "Why do you work so hard? The hill is too difficult to climb." The little ant replied, "I must work hard to prepare for the future. I will not stop." One day a heavy rainstorm came. The rain washed away the path, and the hill became even harder to climb. The other ants gave up and stayed in their homes. But the little ant said, "I will not give up. I will find a way." The little ant worked day and night. It carried small stones to build a new path and used leaves to protect its food. Slowly, it made the hill easier to climb. When the rain stopped, the other ants came out of their homes. They were amazed to see the new path and the little ant's hard work. They said, "You did it. You made the hill safe for all of us." The little ant smiled and said, "I never gave up. I kept working hard, and now we are all safe." What can we learn from this story? 1. Work hard. Success comes from consistent effort. 2. Be prepared. Always plan for the future. 3. Help others. Your hard work can benefit everyone around you. Now let's learn some new words from the story. Ant, a small insect that lives in groups and works hard. Hill, a small mountain or raised area of land. Steep, a slope that is very high and difficult to climb. Thorns, sharp points on plants that can hurt you. Path, a way or route to get from one place to another. Now that you've heard about the little seed, the brave little fish, and the determined little ant, I have one more inspiring story for you. This one is about a clever little spider who never stopped trying. Let's begin. Once upon a time in a quiet garden, there was a little spider. This spider wanted to build the biggest, strongest web in the garden. But building a web wasn't easy. Every time the little spider tried, the wind would blow or the rain would fall and the web would break. The other spiders said, "Why do you keep trying? The weather is too bad for a web." The little spider replied, "I will not give up. I will find a way." One day the little spider noticed that the strongest trees in the garden didn't break in the wind. They were flexible and moved with the wind instead of fighting it. The little spider thought, "If I build my web like the trees, it won't break." So the little spider tried a new way. It built its web in a place where the wind couldn't blow it away. It used stronger threads and made the web flexible. Days passed, and the little spider's web grew bigger and stronger. Even when the wind blew and the rain fell, the web stayed intact. The other spiders were amazed and said, "You did it! Your web is the strongest in the garden." The little spider smiled and said, "I never gave up. I learned from my mistakes and found a better way." What can we learn from this story? 1. Be creative. Sometimes you need to try new ways to solve a problem. 2. Learn from mistakes. Every failure teaches you something new. 3. Adapt to challenges. Flexibility helps you overcome difficulties. Now let's learn some new words from the story. Spider, a small creature with 8 legs that spins webs. Web, a net made by a spider to catch food. Flexible, able to bend or change easily without breaking. Threads, thin strings or lines used to make a web. Intact, whole, and not broken. Now that you've heard about the little seed, the brave little fish, the determined little ant, and the clever little spider, I have one final story for you. This one is about a persistent little star who never stopped shining. Let's begin. Once upon a time in the night sky there was a little star. This star was smaller and dimmer than the others, but it had a big dream. It wanted to shine as brightly as the biggest stars in the sky. The other stars laughed and said, "You're too small. You'll never shine brightly." But the little star didn't give up. It said, "I will try. I will shine." Every night, the little star practiced shining. It gathered light from the moon and energy from the sun. It pushed itself to glow brighter and brighter. One night, a big cloud covered the sky. The other stars couldn't shine through the cloud, but the little star didn't stop trying. It focused all its energy and pushed through the cloud. When the cloud passed, the little star was shining brighter than ever before. The other stars were amazed and said, "You did it! You're the brightest star in the sky." The little star smiled and said, "I never gave up. I kept trying, and now I shine brighter than ever." What can we learn from this story? 1. Believe in yourself. Even if others doubt you, trust in your abilities. 2. Keep trying. Success comes from persistence and effort. 3. Shine bright. Your hard work will make you stand out. Now, let's learn some new words from the story. Star, a bright object in the night sky. Shine, to give off light. Dim, not very bright. Cloud, a white or gray mass in the sky that brings rain. Energy, the strength to do work or shine brightly. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to KGB English Hub for more inspiring stories and English lessons. And remember, just like the little seed, the brave little fish, the determined little ant, the clever little spider, and the persistent little star, you can achieve anything if you believe in yourself and never give up. See you in the next video.